Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack. It is time for episode 5 of the originals. We are going back and forth, but last episode was quite the banger. So yeah, it really was the Davina episode, as well as Camille, whatever you want to call her, getting her backstory with her brother, and then Davina and Klaus playing, I don't know, what's the word where it's like chicken? Like who's going to blink first?
Yeah, chicken works.
Okay. So yeah, I think that was all of our favorite episodes so far. Is that correct?
That's mine
would say
indeed.
so.
And then we ended with Elijah, like
He's back,
being awake,
baby.
but I don't know. He was kind of like sedentary,
Zombie
know?
Elijah.
right?
Yeah.
So maybe like he's half awake but not fully awake.
I think he needs
So-
more time.
Maybe.
It's kind of like
That's how
waking up.
Eggly felt
you know?
after he woke up from his nap.
Yeah, all of 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I'll
he
train you
pulled
how
the
to take
dagger
naps,
out
Choom.
to record this reaction.
You guys have any further thoughts that you want to talk about?
I'm ready to go.
Same.
Before we get into this reaction, like, subscribe, notification bell so you don't miss when our reactions drop, the originals and Vampire Diaries, which, if you don't know, we are watching those in release order so as not to get spoiled. And we have 4 weeks early access on those. So 8 episodes early combined. So it could be 5 and 3, 3 and 5, whatever it is. Mostly going to be 4 and 4, frankly. Yeah, check that out. Link in the description below for the Patreon. There's also links to our free Discord, free socials. Follow all those. And then buy yourself some Raggedy merch. Get yourself some nice swag. And let's get into this reaction.
Let's go. Fine.
My siblings and
Does
I
sound
are the
good?
first vampires in
Yeah.
history. If this witch proves to be an enemy, I will stop her by whatever means necessary.
However, she could be opposed to be an ally.
It's like SpongeBob looking at the water.
You're the one they call honorable.
I don't need it.
Rose John Cena.
I believe that you and I have the power to end a war between witches and vampires before it truly begins. I, by keeping my brother in line, you, by behaving as your true self.
Yo,
not
wait a
some
minute.
Tool for
He just said one of the
witches.
goated Captain America lines.
Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die.
Even in my present condition, I would not feed from a child.
How old is Davina? Did
I wanna
they say
like
this?
15 or 16.
Okay, don't control yourself.
He's dehydrated.
Bro's looking at his lips for a morsel.
Do you think that's enough to give his color back? Yeah.
It hits. He's not desaturated now.
Bro just Adobe color corrected.
Get that control U. Plus 30.
Oh,
Had a deal.
They're a faction of extremists. Sabine stupidly told them about some vision she had about the baby.
What kind of vision?
She has them all the time. I'm guessing she's wrong on this one.
Well, how, may I ask, was this particular vision interpreted?
Pretty much that your baby would bring death to all witches.
Well,
Yo, it's Twilight all over again.
Child by the second.
Sophie, look,
Well,
I promised.
Klaus might do that
Elijah, I
himself.
would protect the Michael.
The minute I turned 21, I left the corridor to travel. And play. But I wanted to be a
Play?
chef, so I came back to...
Just tell me. The elders called a vote. We're moving forward with the harvest.
What?
who's being
The
harvested?
bloody hell is a harvest?
A story passed down through generations like Noah's Ark or the Buddha walking on water. The
So
kinds
surreal.
that people take literally.
The Buddha.
To be reborn, we must sacrifice.
To be reborn.
Is Davina going to be in this group?
To be reborn, we must have faith.
So what
You
if
have faith.
it like all went into one person?
Not for a second. Well, your mom and I are gonna have words.
Is this a sacrifice?
They had the girls of our community prepared.
What do you think harvest means?
They said that it was an honor, that they were special. I thought it was a myth.
Midsummer, midsummer, midsummer.
I would love for you to accompany me.
Well, why not?
He's a medic
I haven't
now?
been to the bayou in ages.
Peace out, brother.
So, brother.
This is the one.
You can't go out there now.
Oh, he's trying
I
to
need
find
get
our
rid of
house.
the witch's remains and consecrate.
Stay put and save the rest of your story till I return.
He really
So let's
wants to
all
hear
just
it.
like sit here.
Does Elijah have to play dead?
That's
You're back in the coffin.
Good news, little D. I'm moving you out of this pile of dust.
Are you serious? When? Don't disturb the body. I have a spell in progress.
Good
Bet
cover.
You do. I'll buy you anything else you need.
Okay.
Little D.
Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Those people, I would think you would consider family.
That
Does it
painting.
trouble you?
No. They deserve it.
Why would you say that?
They're
Interesting.
liars. We'd forever be celebrated as saviors of the community.
One of the lucky four.
But all they really want
Or
is more
unlucky.
power. And if they don't complete the harvest, there won't be a reaping.
It's the Hunger Games.
Soon, all the witches in the quarter will start to lose their power. Eventually, they'll cease to be witches altogether.
Because she
What
was
does it
never
take to complete this
sacrificed?
ritual?
I have to die.
Oh, okay. So Marcel's just keeping her. He wants the witches to lose their power.
Yeah, that seems very beneficial for him.
You're wise beyond your years.
What a friend.
Sorry if I'm not buying your sudden concern for my safety.
Oh,
Listen.
We're not
the whole
asking.
reason I came. Could you two be more idiotic?
this is who we need in the party.
Because unless you want to lock a hormonal pregnant werewolf in a tomb, I'm coming with you. And wouldn't Elijah be mad if
What
he
happens
hears
if
that the
she-
baby and I died of asphyxiation?
Wolf's out.
Baby wolf's out too.
She just a pregnant wolf?
Rebecca, you
Wolf in the
crossed
womb?
out with your ex. According to the dreadful signage, it's Big Oggy's Bayou Bar.
Up a few rounds. The witch is on a burial mission. Your baby mama is on a spirit quest, and
Baby mama.
I just promised to keep her safe. So, stall, please.
I thought she was gonna lie to Klaus and like stall him in another way. Not just tell the truth.
This looks like a good setting for a bar fight.
Everything okay?
True.
That's the usual. Like why you haven't returned Elijah. Maybe your young
Yeah,
witch
good
has grown
question.
partial to his company.
Do you?
You never answer, do you?
Why are you so curious about Davina?
If I had a 16-year-old all-powerful
Oh,
witch
there you
at
go,
my beck and
16.
call,
Before I banned the witches from using magic. Relations between vampires and witches.
It's only been 8
are
months
what you
since he
call
did that?
friendly, but
Mentioned that the stranglehold Marcel had was like much longer.
I'm dealing with
But it's
Been
only
8
been 8
months.
months.
Militant witches.
Yeah.
Hey, you witches.
Be one of the four chosen for this crazy ass ritual.
Oh, loose lips.
Anything I can do to help?
You're a dick. You always stir it up with the witches.
Marcel hooking up with Sophie is crazy.
you torture those witches, and yet
Bro
they
put
are
his
getting positively
like
wrong
right-hand
on
man
you,
in the
so
garden for
forget
100
all.
years.
Oh, it wasn't like that. It was a mutually satisfying hookup.
I mean, to be fair, Marcel was
So,
letting it
Sophie,
fly with
can
Thierry
turn to you,
and
her
Katie
secret
until
vampire lover in her hour of need.
plan.
On the line for this. And being chosen for the offering.
That's why she died in the
It's
pilot.
an honor. It's a myth. Jane Ann.
What you are planning to do is not only wrong, in my city, it's illegal.
In your city full of vampires?
The
It's not only
vampires
wrong,
and the
it's
human
illegal.
faction have an arrangement. I am the only ally you witches have in this town.
Oh.
Do you really want to face Marcel without me?
All right, Father
Because
K.
that is what you'll be dealing with if you go through with the harvest.
Everything okay in your Uncle Kieran?
Okay. Uncle?
We were just finishing, Sean, right?
Sean is
I believe I've made myself clear.
We'll take this matter to the elders.
Cammy's brother, right?
Yes.
So if Kieran is his uncle,
Continue your study,
would it also
Sean.
be
Your uncle is an excellent role
Cammy's
model.
uncle?
Yes. Oh.
The witches were
What was that
furious
about?
when Kieran made it seem like he was slowly losing his mind in order to distract Kieran, while they kept planning
Oh,
for the harvest.
okay.
So they attacked Kieran's nephew.
Yeah. Kid
So
wasn't the same
Klaus's
after that.
mission for
Ended up
revenge
going postal, killing all his fellow Sentinels,
lies with the
including all of
witches.
them. and then himself.
The very ones he has to protect.
That was going a bit too far to distract him. You made him go crazy.
Betty had a twin sister.
Crazy.
So enlighten me. What did you mean when you said you had to die?
He's doing it.
Was.
And is that what you want? To be normal?
I just don't want to be what I am.
Normal's boring.
I can't control it sometimes. The magic.
I mean, she's locked into her room all day.
The only one who ever spoke out against the harvest was Monique's aunt.
And who was that?
Sophie Devereaux.
Sophie Devereaux.
Oh.
Yikes.
They did some damage.
Eh.
They did a lot of damage.
Get some flex seal for all that damage.
Tracks.
Big paw.
Bears.
Bears.
Is that a wolf track?
What if it's like werewolves from Skyrim?
An original?
All right.
I'll need a distraction.
I'm on my way.
Oh, we got stung. What's
His
that?
sister again.
She craves attention.
Interesting.
So come along. You were just
Vampires
getting
have
the
to
juicy
deal with
bits.
flies,
I can't joke around.
mosquitoes.
About this. I've done a lot in my day, but I do have a rule about kids.
No one but Sophie ever questioned
Mosquitoes
the
giving them a
harvest.
taste of their own medicine.
To connect us to our ancestors. Water to heal the
Ooh,
community.
it's Avatar.
Yo.
Wind to carry us to our ancestors and back.
Fire, fire, fire.
Fire to
Ah!
purify.
The Avatar is master of all 4 elements.
After all our preparation,
But the witches
we knew exactly
needed
what
him
to
most. He
expect.
disappeared.
He
The weeks had
vanished.
told us that and I'll be together and more powerful than ever. And it was just like we rehearsed it.
Is this true?
All that was left was a little cut on our palms for the blood sacrifice.
No, it's a lie. They're gonna kill him.
Even after Sophie tried to stop it, we didn't
Oh,
suspect.
okay. Like that. That's not concerning.
Kill us.
You're lying to these kids. Wow.
Sickening.
That was very quick.
Knew that this would happen.
Except the 4
Maybe
of
Marcel
us.
was cooking.
They weren't putting us to sleep. I begged for someone to help. My own mother turned away from me.
That's crazy.
So, but no one did.
Yet you survived.
What happened?
Before someone or something intervened.
Marcel.
Run away! Run away!
Oh,
Oh,
there he is.
Oh, because she told him.
Kieran knew
oh.
every detail from Sophie. He came to me and he asked me to stop the harvest. He knew
Okay.
I didn't want the witches getting any more power. I did what he asked.
Good
It
rule.
was too
Good
late.
guy, Marcel.
They're heroes.
Oh no!
You
Monique!
don't miss a beat, huh?
Dang, man. Y'all witches are wicked.
Marcel has to aura farm for a second.
There was something about seeing
No
Davina
one
fight.
mourns for the wicked. I think that's how
She
the
didn't
song
just go
goes.
along to the slaughter.
No
you
one
know?
mourns the wicked.
I do.
Every girl who died released her power onto the next. When I
Oh,
was the last one, I suddenly had all of it.
okay, that's
All the
why you're
power
so
that was supposed to
powerful.
be released back into the earth to appease
He's
our
pack-a-punched.
ancestors.
She's the Avatar.
How do I know they weren't lying to us about coming back?
True. I
But
wouldn't trust
mostly,
him.
Marcel saved my life.
I guess they're not together anymore.
You're quite the
Puts a
knight in
damper
shining
on
armor.
things, don't it?
Though Davina must realize back in a tick.
He's not coming back in a tick.
I haven't seen him this slushy since the 20s.
So you came to take
With
him
Stefan.
Why else would I be here?
home? I don't know.
I think Marcel knows about
Maybe to
Stefan.
make sure I didn't get too drunk and spill secrets better left unspilled about you and me.
I'd heard whispers.
You do not want to be on the wrong side of me.
Whose wrong side is worse?
I need a distraction. Insert
Thomas,
seduction.
I presume. It's amazing how gullible some people can be.
Effortless.
Ah, Tim. Or Tom. Tim?
Tim.
Tim.
I don't even know if I'll see him again.
Ooh, the room's shaking. Those emotions in check.
Reality is shaken.
My mother was a very powerful witch. She left behind
Will
her
that matter
grimoires,
after-
a legacy of books filled with spells. These books
The harvest?
contain all of the tools that you might need to control your magic.
You know how that ended.
This is not manipulation. This is one thing in exchange for another.
Join
Transaction.
I'm offering you a deal.
the negotiator.
He didn't tell you he was leaving.
No.
Oh.
You ready to blow this joint?
Can't wait.
Has she accepted?
Might buy me a little forgiveness for pulling one over on his siblings. Let's go.
Well, that's lucky he didn't check.
I heard that. Oh. She's gonna bring the roof down.
There's something dangerous up there.
Is she not allowed to leave?
Me back.
Is this a bait?
She wants to stay here with Elijah so he can teach her.
She's an actor.
Ah.
Actress.
Back in the coffin, buddy.
It was actually Elijah shaking the foundation.
He's that strong.
No one's gonna look for you here. It's only for a little while.
Except Rebecca Michelson.
Town in someplace safe.
You know what I really want?
Revenge.
I love revenge.
Your brother Klaus handed you to Marcel in a box, yet you still don't give up on him.
Well, I've given up on giving up.
It's complicated.
I will fight for my family until my last breath.
He says it so effortlessly.
I don't need you coming back and getting in my business. I will do what I want.
Uh-oh.
You want to call the shots?
How powerful is this man?
Call the shots.
The priest?
Humans.
Yeah.
Oh no. Does he have the power of God on his side?
And you don't want to make an enemy of me.
He's about to whip out the
So,
crucifix.
I would suggest stay away from my niece.
Fine. Who the hell's your niece?
Cammy.
Oh. We deduced that earlier. We're so smart.
Yeah, we're ahead of the curve.
Bro
He's
was
so
not
menacing.
horror farming.
You will not take Davina from me. End of story.
An immutable law of nature.
He's standing on the rail. That's aura farming.
Oh, if you were so strong, you wouldn't have run away from New Orleans like a little bitch all
Oh.
those years ago.
Oh, like a little bitch. From the top rope?
With a bunch. I can take Davina anytime I like.
Oh.
The brothers.
It's me.
Oh, that's
So about the
sick.
box.
I don't care if we have to get you a leash. That was your last trip to the bayou.
Okay, if we have to get you a leash.
Anyway. I feel like we're connected somehow. I don't know.
Did you pour 2 glasses?
Maybe it's just some pipe dream that I have of finding
She's
any
pregnant,
real
Rebecca.
family out there, but sometimes
a vampire
I feel
baby.
Like it's me against the world.
And?
Keeps me
Probably
going.
doesn't matter.
This is a first of its kind. Yeah.
Nick, finally, what?
Hey.
Bro's back.
E-Man.
He's back until we put him in the box again. Let's go.
Maybe we can make it 5 episodes this time.
Oh?
Now that you're home.
Oh.
Klaus, your baby mama's in love with your brother.
He's checking on his niece view.
Eastview.
It's undecided.
What was the name of the kid in Twilight?
Renesmee.
Renesmee. Niece View. I'm back.
You mean Edward Jacob?
Seppuku.
Hey, okay.
Wasn't his fault.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Okay,
True,
Cortana.
okay.
Welcome home.
Wow. Hard to get.
If she's Cortana, then Elijah is Chief.
Master Chief.
Now that Marcel has Davina,
Davina. How are we even supposed to find her? If we don't finish the harvest, Monique and those 2 other girls are dead for real.
Oh, they can come back alive?
That's part of it, allegedly.
Look at me. Even if I have to slit Davina's throat myself.
Oh.
Yum.
Sophie Devereaux and her
You
sister
have to take
Jane
off the
Ann
coat for
lost
this one.
everything.
So the solution's to
A few months after that, suddenly all hope was renewed.
hire an original.
Jane Ann actually sacrificed her life. We thought we'd come here to wage a war for power. This is about family.
Always has been.
That makes her more dangerous than anyone.
So if things went off without the hitch, if the priest never knew and the priest never told Marcel, like, things would have been like fine.
Yeah, it's like unfortunate that they kind of deceived him and made it seem like they were going to be put in a limbo and it was going to happen more peacefully. And then in the reality, they like just got straight to it and started slitting throats. They weren't really that prepared for it. But the way it's supposed to work at the reaping, they kill them to make the connection with their ancestors strong again. And then they're reborn, whatever that means. I don't know if they come back the same or if they're altered or how that works. Or if it was just a lie. But based off of what Jane Ann was saying, I think it's trustworthy information. So I think they would come back.
That is definitely quite unfortunate then.
Yeah. Another good episode. I feel like the pace is really picked up now. We're in the thick of it. The exposition is over. We're in that rising action, you know?
Oh, that's
Elijah's
what it feels
back,
like.
baby. Most important part. So you guys were sensing the chemistry between Elijah and Haley.
I saw
They had
those
that
eyes
look.
and the hair touch, yeah.
Yeah, because at first when they were interacting, he seemed very interested in having a nephew, but based off of that, it seems like there's something more there. And Klaus so far seems more inclined to Cammy. So see what happens.
That's crazy. I don't know who my favorite character is.
The
that's
favorite
been
new
added.
character?
Oh,
Yeah.
new
I think
character.
Marcel for me.
I think I'd have to agree.
Yeah. He's just that great anti-hero because, you know, he's the big bad of the show, but at the same time, what he's doing is good. He's protecting Davina, you know, looking out for her best interest. It's a great father figure.
Yeah. And he's just a good written character. I mean, everything about him is interesting, whether it's like, oh, he smiles too much and it makes him seem like, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here, but like two-faced, maybe, because he smiles too much. But I'm just sitting there, I'm like, ugh, it's just, every time he's on screen, I'm interested. And that was the same reason that I fell in love with Damon.
He's your Damon.
Every time he was on screen, he is. I was interested. You knew something interesting was going to happen. Something, some small little tidbit or some fight. Elijah clotheslining him out of nowhere was hilarious.
Yeah. Brain blast, dude. What if we have a crossover and we have Damon and Marcel in the same room? That'd be crazy.
The aura.
Have an aura off.
Yeah, well, when do we hit the episode where the VD cast like goes on vacation to
New Orleans?
To New Orleans.
Please, or the originals come back to Mystic Falls and then Marcel and the crew tag along.
One day it'll happen.
For sure.
Give it a few seasons. Trust the process.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, now we're back to square one with who's the villain.
I think it becomes subjective.
Gasp.
Yeah. Do you believe in the witches or not? Do you care about the witches keeping their powers, or would you rather them be drained of all their powers and let the vampires rule?
Mm-hmm.
Probably witches, I gotta say.
Yeah. you feel like they should keep their powers so there can be a balance of things. It's just unfortunate that they have to go through that whole harvest reaping ritual and kill people for them to be brought back. It's not very pleasant to look at, or I imagine it's not fun to partake in if you're one of the unlucky 4.
I would have to agree with that assessment.
But Davina getting all the power passed on to her basically being the Avatar now is crazy, and Elijah offering to teach her. Very nice. I'm liking the show a lot.
Me too.
So does Elijah want the harvesting to happen? Or
I don't think so.
If they don't complete that harvest, the rest of the witches lose their connection to the power.
Mm-hmm.
But Davina keeps hers and she's just cracked.
I think Davina loses hers as well because she said then all of her problems will be over. She'll be normal. Because that's what she wants to be, a human. So I think all of them lose it, including Davina.
Okay.
All right. I got some pizza rolls in the oven.
Okay.
All right.
Wrap it up.
If you enjoyed this reaction, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
See you.
See ya.